All right, we are up here in Plano. I'm with Gary. Say what's up, Gary.
What's up?
Gary, look at the camera. Ah, there's Gary. Stonewood Creations. We're putting standard polygal bronze 8mm thick onto this existing pergola. Our existing system that is our standard grade. This is a polycarbonate base and cap. So it differs from the other two systems, whereas this is just the old school, just polycarbonate base and cap connector. You know, the Megalox aluminum system is a step up from this, and then the step up from that is our standing seam system, which is the top gal. So this is the workhorse. We sell by far the majority of this. It's great for extensions that are right about 16 foot. Once you get a little bit more than 16 foot, you want to probably get up to Megalock if there's, you know, not enough slope. But this one's got about 4 inches, 16 foot of extension. And so, yeah, I'm going to be talking to you guys and showing you how it is, and we'll get it rolling. But yeah, that's what we got for now. So one of the keys, when you lay down your base, this is the base connector right here. So let me try to see if I can get down low here. You're laying down your base connector, and as you see, we're screwed in right here. We're gonna put a dab of silicone, and then we're gonna screw in. And as you see, there's a dab of silicone, and then we're screwing in those every 16 inches. Now watch for the gap right here. We've got a gap to allow for expansion and contraction. Gary's about to go over here. He's about to go, as you can see, he's gonna put another screw through the sheet to hold it in. And what we've got right here is a little bit, how much do you think that is, Wyatt, right there? Quarter of an inch or so. Allow for the expansion and contraction. That's key so you don't get the popping. You know, you gotta allow for that. So, all right, tip number 2, taking off the film. Yep, it's taking off the film. So check it out. It comes with a film on the top side. The reason why this is important is because that top side is the UV side that goes up. So the top side, the part that has the letters on it and all this literature and all the logo, that has to always be facing up. So you always want to make sure and take off the back layer, because there's 2 sides of film on this material. The back side does not have any letters or any literature, logo, or anything like that on it. The top side that is UV does. And so the key here is to take off the bottom half, the back half, get it up onto your structure, and then once you start getting it going, then you take off the film, because the UV's got to go up. If you take off both film on the top, film on the bottom, you get it up here, you're not going to know which side is UV. If you put the UV side down, the other side's going to get brittle and yellow in about a year. So that's tip number 2. It's important. So as you can see here, we're taking off as we go, but we're making sure that we keep this film on top so we know where the UV coated side is. Whenever you're taking this base connector right here, there's the connecting seam. Whenever you've got that base connector, the screws go every 16 inches or it's wrong. It's just the going rate. That's what you got to know. So you see screws every 16 inches here. There's screw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws through this thing. They're about 16 inches, maybe 14, but we've got them pretty much every 16 inches. That's the standard. Is so whenever you're putting down the base connector, it's got to go in every 16 inches or it's going to be wrong. If it's 30 inches and it's going in, you're going to allow for some sagging and maybe some leakage there. So on this base connecting system, every 16 inches, you see screw into the base, screw into the base, screw into the base. 16 inches you go into there. So this is done absolutely perfectly up to standard. So we keep rolling. You see the screw going through the body of the sheet about every 48 inches or so. You want it about 48 inches, 48 to 60 inches through the body of the sheet. We've got one, this is a 6 foot wide. We've got about 16 foot long. Gary's got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws in the structure. Those are the only screws he's gonna put through the body of the structure. The rest are all gonna be around the perimeter. The reason being, you don't want too many screws into the system, because anywhere you have a screw, obviously you have a chance for leakage. And so let me get here and see, you see the silicone, there's screw number 1 through the body, screw number 2 through the body, screw number 3 through the body, and then screw number 4 through the body. We'll eventually go around and do the perimeter, but we're getting there.
See this right here? You can tell that it pinched a little bit, right, around the washer, and I didn't tighten it hard. And the reason why is because it's concave right here. These little things act like knives.
Just tell him the washers suck. He's saying, Nick, he's saying the washers suck.
They break the flutes, but we're getting these. They're flat.
You need flat ones like that, and that don't. But what about a gasket?
Well, I buy my own gaskets, but you guys are getting them made.
You're saying we need to create something that you don't like these washers.
You're getting them.
You're saying the washers are not tight. I don't think we're getting them.
I think you are.
Okay, but I'm going to send this to Nick. So what do we need to do? We need to get what? Flat washers that
flat
have...
inch and a half.
Yeah.
Look at the difference.
Do you put that other washer on top? Like that?
No, I use my own little thing. I put the neoprene down here and then this one on top. And dude, you can tighten it down so much harder.
Okay.